Hello! Thank you so much for choosing to hang out with me on video yet again. Today's practice is going to revolve around strengthening essentially from the knee down. So our shins, our calves, our ankles, our feet, and our toes all getting lots of good, juicy, tough love today. You'll be seeing some strength exercises across the board and all around. And then as always, because our bodies are so beautifully interconnected, you'll definitely see and feel things that travel upward. So while we're focusing on the knee joint down, inherently that is going to chain reaction and effect up into your thighs, up into your back, and into your hips. So just be mindful of that as we're moving. It won't necessarily be a traditional practice. There will be some elements of flow. There will definitely be yoga postures that you're familiar with. But all in all, the goal is strengthening, making sure that these beautiful joints that carry us throughout our days, throughout our lives, that help us out when we are running and walking and reaching for things on the top shelf, and just moving throughout our life, are really strong and really protected. What we're going to need today is a couple yoga blocks and a blanket, and this can be any style blanket. I like these nice, beautiful woven Mexican blankets just because they're used to what we typically have in a studio, but you can grab anything. If you are using a blanket, we're going to go ahead and roll it up. So I've unfolded mine until it is wider or longer than it is wide, and then I'm going to roll it up. So I make like a little snake with it. And I'm going to set it at the back of the neck because we're going to come to that in just a moment. To start, we are going to find our way into a tabletop or a hands and knees. So we're going to find palms under shoulders, knees under hips. Spread your fingers really wide and think about rooting down through your shoelaces and your shin bones. Take a moment, just really press into the tops of your feet. Notice what that feels like. Give yourself a big full round of breath. Now add a cat-cow in there. Inhale, let your belly drop. Your heart rise, your face lift. Exhale, round your spine, scoop it under, look back between your knees. And then find yourself back to neutral. Take one more round of breath, pushing into your shins, pushing into your shoelaces really hard. Now we're going to tuck our toes. Spread your toes wide, push into the balls of your feet. Notice what that does to your belly, to your back, to your thighs. And take a full round of breath right here. Now add a cat-cow. Inhale, belly drops, tailbone lifts, face is proud. Exhale, scoop your pelvis under, look back past your toes. Inhale, return to neutral. And again, another round of breath, just noticing what it feels like in your body with your toes touched. Now we're going to add on a little bit of strength just into these cat-cows. So the next time we inhale, we're going to find that cow-like spine. We're also going to take a little hamstring curl, bending our knees, trying to hug our heels to our booty and pointing our toes hard. On your exhale, flex your feet, tuck your toes. Use the power of your big toe mound to facilitate that cat spine. Inhale, belly button drops as our heels lift, toes point. Exhale, flex your feet, push into your toe pads to help ground your spine. And take a few more of these with your breath. If this is tender on your knees, you can take that blanket we've got rolled up, set it underneath your kneecaps, or double your mat over, or maybe change positions in your room so that we're on a rug or on the carpet. We're going to take 3 more of these. Notice just how this changes the quality of movement in our spine And also how we're already starting to feel that little bit of warm up from the knees down, really awakening those parts of our body. Good. When you're complete, come on back through center, back through that neutral tabletop. We're going to tuck our right toes, spread that heel as far as you can to the wall behind you, and push back with your hands into that heel. Really find a long stretch through your calf. Perhaps even we push so hard that that left knee hovers, so we make a little lightning bolt shape with our body. Big breath in. Exhale, set it back down. Take that just a couple more times. Inhale, push it back. Exhale, set it down. Inhale. And exhale, one more. Now pick up that right leg and line with your pocket and circle out that ankle. And switch directions. Good, good, good. Press through the ball of your foot. Find a big breath in and exhale, hamstring curl. Bring heel to booty. Inhale, extend. Spread your toes. Pick up your ribs. Exhale, hamstring curl. Just a couple more like this. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Good. We're going to bring these right toes up between our thumbs. Sit up nice and tall like a prince or like we were proposing. Maybe shake out those wrists because we've been on them for a little bit. And then we're going to take our hands to our hips and we're just going to lift and lower this front foot. Little calf raise or heel raise. Beautiful. Now since you're at home and you're in charge of your own practice, you can take this for as long as you want. But for the benefit and understanding of our video, just to keep it short and sweet and accessible, we're only going to give it 5 more. Last 2. Last 1. See if you can pick it up and hold it. Can you bring your arms wide like a T or up overhead? Root down through your back shin, your back shoelaces. Pull your pubic bone forward. Grip with those front toes. Give it 3, 2, 1. Set your front heel down. Set your hands down inside your ankle. We're going to tuck our back toe, lift our back knee, and crawl around so we're in a nice wide-legged forward fold. Let yourself sink as you draw a little bit of a pigeon toe. So toes are turning in, more narrow than our heels. You might feel some sensation on your outer foot. I know I do, and that might travel up into your ankles. You might also feel sensation in your calves. Make sure we can shake yes and no. Make sure we can wag our tail. Can we breathe? And then inhale, lift up halfway, flat back again. We're just going to crawl around over that opposite foot and find that princely posture on this side. Left knee is bent. Left toes and right kneecap point straight ahead. We're pressing into the shoelaces of that back right foot. Now hands can come to your hips as we start that little calf lift on our opposite side. Good, good, good. You can do this slowly or quickly, whichever is best in your body and your brain today. Remember, this back leg is for balance. So we're pressing down through the shin, we're pressing down through the shoelaces. That's also adding in a little bit of stretch across the top of your foot. Good. We're going to take 6 more, and then we're going to lift our heel and hold. 3. Last 1. Pick it up and hold it there. Maybe our hands stay centered, maybe they open wide, maybe they lift tall. It doesn't look like a very impressive balance, but I know once you're in it, you can feel all the parts of yourself that need to activate to hold you here. One of the very, very best ways to strengthen our feet is to balance on them. That is their job. Carrying our body weight is going to keep them nice and strong. Give it 3, 2, 1. Set your heels down, set your hands down, step this left foot back. We're just landing back into a tabletop. We're just facing the other direction. You can change your body if you want to. We're going to tuck our left toes, drag that heel to the wall behind us. Push into your hands so hard that maybe your right knee levitates. You might even add into that stretch by pushing the top of your foot towards the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, set it back down. Inhale, pick it up. Exhale, set it back down. So we're coming into kind of a funky triangle down dog. And really working that left calf, left Achilles, left arch for these next two. Good. Pick up your left heel in line with your pocket. Circle it out. And switch directions. Good, good, good. Set that knee down. We're going to tuck our toes. Come into a fire toe stand. You might have to scoot your pinky toe out of the way. I always do. You can stay just like this, knees on the earth. You should feel a really good sensation between your toes and across your arches. If you want a little less sensation, take those two blocks in front of and then underneath your knees. So this is going to lessen the stretch that's happening through your arches and your toes. Maybe we stay just like this, or maybe we're able to take our toe stand balance. I like to bring my hands down to prep, start to sink my weight backwards into my heels like a little frog, and then grip with your toes like you were a bird on a branch, and try to stack your shoulders up over your hips, extend your fingertips long. Maybe hands are forward, maybe they're at your heart, maybe they're wide, maybe they're lifted. Each thing's a little different. So notice what it feels like for you as you grip with your 10 toes. Draw ankles to center, draw thighs to center. See if you can pick up your belly button just a little bit. Good, give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your hands down, send your hips up. Take a nice juicy fold. Maybe rock forward and back. Loosen out those hamstrings, loosen out those ankles. And come to standing, shaking out your legs. Perfect. We're going to find one of those blocks. I'm going to stay profile so you can see. One of those blocks is going to come under our right big ball of our foot. So my heel's on the mat, the ball of my foot's on the block. And I can kind of shift my weight in and out of that block for a moment. Give it 3, 2, again, you're at home. You can stay here as long as you like. And then the next time we're forward, stay forward for one full breath. Beautiful. Now put a little more of your foot on the block, heels still hanging off the back, and we're going to balance on that right foot on the block. You might have to wriggle adjust to see what feels best for you. I like the corner of the block to be in my arch, and I'm going to take some little calf raises right here. Woo! Maybe that left toe stays on the earth or stays on the other block for balance. Or maybe I'm able to pick that foot up. Woo! My balance is challenged today too. Oh my goodness. We're going to give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Shake out that standing right foot. Now, we're going to bring the length of your right foot onto the block. Just so happens my feet are just a little bit bigger, so my toes hang off the front edge, and that's okay. Now we're going to stay here, and I want you to see if you can get your left foot on the block, or on the floor, and then pick it back up. Left foot on the floor. Now parallel your hips, pick it up. Good. Couple more of these. Give it 3, 2, 1. Now see if you can stay lifted. Flex that left foot and take a little swing forward and back. Good, good, good. We're balancing on the right side. Again, my balance is a struggle today. We're going to take 5, 4, 3, last 2, last 1. Goodness gracious, shake it out. Circle out that standing ankle, and then we'll find our other side. So first we're going to start in that stretch, just the left ball of your foot on your block, and we're going to take a little rock forward and back into it. So lengthening these muscles before we come into strengthening. And 3, 2, bring it forward, bring your weight into the ball of that foot and hold for a round of breath. Good. Now left foot is going to come a little further onto that block. So we're balancing on the ball of our foot, our toe is gripping, maybe right toe is helping us balance as we lift and lower our left heel. And the point of doing this on the block is so we can deepen that range of motion. So our heel can sink below its neutral line. We're just adding a little more extension and a little more flexion into each side. Good, good, good. Test your balance maybe with your right toe lifted for 5, 4, I feel this all the way up in my booty, 3, 2, last one. Good, shake out that left leg. Then place the whole of your left foot on the block. Stand up tall. We're gonna take that little bevel chorus girl hip. So when you're ready, drop your right hip, set your right heel on the mat, pick it back up, re-parallel through your hip points. Drop it low, pick it up. Good, really notice what happens in the frame of your hips as you lift and lower. So this is one of those, like I mentioned, we're really working the outer edge of our foot, our calf, our knee, but obviously our hips, our glutes, our hamstrings are getting some love too. Give it 3, 2, 1. Pick it up and hold it. Hip points are parallel, belly button strong. Let that right leg swing forward and back. Loosening through that right hip joint. Practicing balancing on our left calf, our left foot. Give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Set it down. Shake it out. Perfect. We're going to scooch our blocks out of the way for just a moment. And then bring that rolled up blanket to the back edge of our mat. We're going to do some down dog work with that blanket supporting our heels. So come into a down dog however serves you best. Palms in line with shoulders. Heels resting on the blanket. Toes on the mat. Now take a moment and bend your knees deeply like a squat. And then pick your glutes back up. Bend your knees deeply like a squat. Pick your glutes back up. Take that a few more times. And then maybe add on, if you bend your knees, lift your heels. Exhale, set your heels down, pick your hips up. Again, we're just really articulating the strength, the support, the stability, and the flexibility of our feet. Give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Lower those knees all the way down. Kick your toes to the side. We're going to sit up on that rolled up blanket like a bolster. Extend our toes long, like we were driving an imaginary car, and point and flex each toe. Good, good, good. Now the next time your left toe is pointed, your right toe is flexed, keep it there. Can you really exaggerate? Can you bend your right knee with that foot flexed and drive your heel back? Bend your right knee, drive your heel back. Try to keep your left toes pointed the whole time. For 3, for 2, for 1. Good. Flex 2 feet. Can you pick up your right leg? Pick up your left. Good. Hamstrings are strong. If we don't like our shoulders here, set your hands down for support. Maybe kick them on either side of your hips. Or bring them across your heart like a vampire. Give it 3. Give it 2. And then we're going to take those heel presses on the other side. Last set. Beautiful. Flex your left toes. Point your right. Pull left heel back. Push it long. Pull left heel back. Push it long. Make sure your neck's long. Make sure your jaw's soft. We can breathe. We're pointing through those right toes for 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to come back to those heel raises after this one. Flex your feet this time, left and right, like a toy soldier, like we were in the Nutcracker. Maybe if we want some bonus challenge, fingertips find the ceiling. Good, good, good. Give it 5, 4. After this, we got a deep forward fold in our future, and then we're all done. Last set. Beautiful. Drape yourself long over those legs. Feel your hamstring lengthen. Let your upper body round, your head get soft. And let your next inhale breath roll you up to a seat, smooth and easy. Beautiful. Sit however you're comfy. Maybe there's a moment to shake out your hands, shake out your toes, and then give yourself one big beautiful breath in, sweeping fingertips high to the sky. Exhale, thumbs touch your heart, chin bows in. Whisper a little thank you to your knees, to your calves, to your ankles, to your arches, and to your toes. As you do, please know that I am sending you my sincerest gratitude for practicing with me today. Divine light in me loves and honors the divine light in you. Namaste.